Okay.
All of you just mentioned Villa, Maresca,
No,
all
it's
of that.
no Tottenham here.
No, and you forget Angie.
Kovacic scored 2 goals and Doku scored the last goal. Somehow, Manchester City narrowly winning that game 3 goals to 2. Fulham scoring the first goal, Kovacic equalizing that goal. The first half ended 1-1, and second half all the goals started coming, and City went up 2-1, 3-1, and Fulham started fighting back to probably try to get a draw from that game, but it did not work out, and City running away with that game, winning that game 3 goals to 2. Now they are still unbeaten in the Premier League. They are even unbeaten in all competitions, just like Arsenal. Now City is City and Pep is Pep. Haaland didn't get on the score sheet. It is surprising that they scored 3 goals and Haaland didn't even get one. But they winning that game 3 goals to 2. John.
Yeah, 3 goals to 2. Fantastic win. 50th unbeaten game at home, and it's another fantastic result for Manchester City. 3 goals to the good. I'm not so happy about the 2 goals we conceded. The first one by Andreas Pereira, supported by Raul Jimenez as the assist, and then the second goal in the dying embers of the game. What's his name now?
Nelson with the assist and
yes.
Muniz with the goal.
Yeah.
I think that would be a goal that this guy would have buried in properly. Jimenez, but look at it now. Man City came out to that game. They went 1 goal down, came back to that game, came up strong, trying to create all those chances. I know Kovacic is one of these players that could take a shot from 30 yards out and hit the bull's eye, but I think at some point in this game they don't need to play that 30 yards out shot, because Fulham were not sitting too deep defending. They were also coming out to attack. They were playing on the break, so they had most of their players in midfield. I think the tactics was, like I said earlier, try stop them in the midfield, see if you can overload the midfield so their midfielders wouldn't get much of the ball, they wouldn't get much of the creative chances to score their goals. And I think that was what Kovacic bounced on, because he saw that he couldn't go forward and he had to let a loose ball in, and I think the goalkeeper slept on that one. So it was a good game so far for Man City, looking at the way they set up to play, looking at the way each of the players are positioned. Haaland causing distractions. I think his job there was to cause a distraction for the goalkeeper, not to react to the second goal. And I think that was also what led to Jeremy Doku's goal, because Pep has given these young players the opportunity to come in. I think Walker was not in the game, and Rico Lewis starting in that game and getting the assist for the third goal tells you the level of intelligence that is on the bench. Like I said before in the Arsenal game, I said in the other podcast when I was talking about the Arsenal game, I said there's one thing you know about a team. You know you are having your best side on the starting lineup, but you know there are some players that are better than some of the players on your best side on the bench. Now for this game, you say Rico Lewis is not as fast as Kyle Walker, is not as intelligent, is not as creative as Kyle Walker, but he is defensively intelligent. He has the way of moving forward. He has good ball possession and possession control on the ball. His first touch is top notch. He doesn't have the speed and all of that glamour as Kyle Walker, but he has something different. Moving forward, he is confident. He can beat 3 players. He could come as a winger and play and dribble past 2 or 3 players. That is something Kyle Walker does not have. Kyle Walker cannot take you 1v1 and dribble past you. Check Kyle Walker's dribble record. It's poor. But for Rico Lewis is top notch, and he made that fantastic pass to and it was a beautiful third goal. I think Man City kind of owns the right to come into that game and play the game they know how to play better, and got the 2 goals. Kovacic's good game for him so far. I think he's gotten the flair of what Man City is really, because last season he didn't really play the Man City way, and now I saw too many footage of Pep always trying to explain the Man City way to him, not always driving in as a midfielder. I know you're good, I know you can drive through the defense line, I know you can take the ball and drive, something that defensive midfielder for Man City don't have, but look for pocket spaces and pass the ball into those positions. And I think against Chelsea, he didn't take Pep's advice, and that was why he scored the goal. In this game, he didn't take Pep's advice. He's not looking for pocket spaces to pass the ball into. He wasn't looking for pocket spaces to run into, or pocket spaces to wait into and get the pass. He was saying, okay, fine, I'll get the pass in free spaces, and I will run in on some certain spaces and take the shot myself. If nobody's going to take, if I can't find the pocket space to pass the ball to,
he can shoot. De Bruyne can shoot. Rodri can shoot. Most people they shoot, depend on the situation they have.
His ability to drive.
He can drive too. But John, if you look at that Pep's team, Pep is, I won't say he's building. He has already built. So there's nothing way in they won't build the game. He probably don't build finish in the now they arrange the building, because there's nothing to build again. He has won everything.
He get as house go take Oldrich. He get as house
go
innovate. You go innovate. So he don't build tactics. He don't build the house don't solid. So if let's say the house needs some kind touches, make it just fine more, because without Kelvin, This is me. I said this before. I said without Gundogan. I said this like 2 years ago, but people didn't listen. Without Gundogan on the side, Kelvin has these lapses. You get it now falls like finding the pocket spaces falls on him, finding the final passes falls on him. But Gundogan now is now there for last season, and Foden did that job perfectly, finding those pocket spaces. Because look at it, Foden learned from David Silva before David Silva left. He learned how to find pocket spaces, learned how to drive, learned how to finish the passes. Now he learned how to find pocket spaces extra from Gundogan, and I think with that flair, Kevin all of last season didn't miss Gundogan because these were the two. When these two players are starting together, I know that it's dangerous for Man City. But in this game now, look at the way they played. You know that Kovacic did not have they didn't have that flurry of I want to pick a pass into pocket spaces. I think somebody will have to escape the pocket space, and they didn't really do that. What they did was observe the flanks, overload the flanks, and also overload the midfield. And I think they got their results from there.
Okay, John, if you look at what Pep is doing, Fulham tried. They actually matched City at some point, but Cities are always City. Cities find a way to win games, even when they score. They consider that first goal somewhere in your mind. You know that this will equalize. You just know somehow.
I was pressing my phone and I saw 1-0.
Yeah.
Then I looked down and I saw a message from my roommate. He said, "Go play." I won't say about it. He said, "Go play." I said, "No, I can't do this right now." I just had to hide my phone. You understand? So it's just one of those things. Teams look at how they respond, and I think City, you don't score against City
and relax. Okay, but how this title credential now? You have slots there. You have Arteta and Arsenal. They are on the same point with City. These three teams are powering. Probably if Chelsea plays tomorrow and win, they can now cut these four teams. But if you look at Pep, even if he starts slow, somehow by January, February, he starts his winning streak. Then by that time, De Bruyne is going to be back. They are playing this game, all these games without De Bruyne. So imagine when De Bruyne is back, and without Rodri is out of the scene, so we'll leave him. When De Bruyne is back, what do you think that Pep is going to be doing with this City side?
See, the way I see this thing going forward is that Pep is just gathering this team the way they are, getting them to January. The most important thing is to win games. The most important thing is to also improve performances week in, week out. And once we get De Bruyne back, you are going to see a more robust side. You are going to see more from Haaland, who hasn't been able to get as much goals as he did with Kevin De Bruyne. Now, I think the building for City is there. Everything is in place. It's just dealing with City without Kevin De Bruyne. Now, let's not forget that this is somebody that is in his mid-30s, and he's still playing a vital role at this club. And you just need to find a way to move the team forward. So for me, Pep is there. We have Mikel Arteta there. We have Slot there. And I can add Emery there because Emery is going to be a credible contender for this title this season.
Maresca too.
Maresca, not so much. Let's see how it goes. It's too early to call. But for me, it's going to be Pep and Arteta all over at it again this year. And then maybe Slot coming in third. And maybe Villa, Maresca. Let's see.
Okay.
All of you just mentioned Villa, Maresca.
No Tottenham.
No, and you forget Angie.
Angie waiting.
And you all forget Angie now, man. Angie won win trophy second season.
He's not looking for Premier League, looking for Carabao Cup or FA Cup to fulfill his prophecy.
What if he gets to Carabao Cup finals and this man sacks him again like he did to Jose Mourinho?
No, I think Angie is going to stay for a very long time.
Let's hope so.
If you look at the way he's playing, truthfully, he is building well. But probably one of these days we'll talk about Angie. But Pep has won this game. I won't say comfortably, but they somehow won this game 3-2 against Fulham. Doku scoring the third goal and Kovacic scoring two beautiful goals to take them scoring two beautiful goals to make it 3-2 for City. Pep is building. Pep has already finished building his team. Now he wants to win the league again, 5 in a row. Please, we'll try. Make everybody try. Make it not happen. But he is doing a great job at City. Nobody can take it away from him. What he has done in football and what he has done with City. Okay, let's see where City is going to be finishing at the end of the season. They are still unbeaten in all competition, especially in the Premier League.